Welcome back to Paid Not Popular. I'm your host, Teneshia the Broker, and
I am Jess the Realtor.
Cheers.
Cheers. And we back.
And we back.
And we back. So.
Ooh, this wine is so good.
Oh, I didn't even take a sip. I'm rude.
It's so good. We'll talk about that later. It's black owned.
Ooh, child. This is one of my favorites.
Yeah, Jess found this. It was really excellent. We need this after a day in real estate.
Yeah.
During the day in real estate.
It happens to us.
So, let's talk about it. Last time we talked about how we began our journey to get into real estate. Now let's talk about how that journey has been for you these last 6 or so years.
Ooh, child.
Beginning and, kind of now, like
yeah, so
the ebbs and flows.
I know we talked about it a little bit on the first podcast, but really to give you guys the theme of what we got going on, real estate is not easy. Right, and I think we have to talk about that journey. So it was important for us to tell you guys my journey in real estate. In the beginning, it wasn't easy. I went into debt. We're gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it a buck.
Because being a realtor is not cheap. You take your class, you're super excited, like, ooh, I'm gonna make all this money. People think they just gonna hop out of a AMG. And you just gonna sell $1 million houses.
Yeah.
And that's not the case.
It's really not. I just got mine.
She drove Bernadette
I
for
drove
years.
Bernadette for 9 years.
Yeah. So
with a hangnail bumper.
Yeah, that bumper was
cutting other
serious.
people's cars up.
So real estate, my journey in my first year was very expensive, and I didn't make a lot of money.
Yeah, me neither.
If I'm gonna just keep it 100,
me neither.
Okay, I made $24,000.
I didn't make that. I made like 4 because I was at a different brokerage. And I ain't gonna throw no shade out there, but the split was not splitting.
The math did not math.
I mean, it is what it is when you're new, and that's another thing. When you're new and you have no business, it's like having a resume with no experience. No experience.
Correct.
They're like,
they don't know if you can sell a shoe.
You might be over here just using our printer. I call somebody in the office Wi-Fi. No shade. I'm just saying.
Shout out to Wi-Fi.
We love you.
We love you, girl. But she do come to the office and use the
I call her Wi-Fi. She be working, but girl, are you here for Wi-Fi?
Yeah. So that first year was
it's a grind.
Everybody, and this is all that I did. Well, sort of. Like I said on episode 1, I was just chefing. I was catering. I was
doing everything.
I was doing a lot of things.
And
so, but on paper, I only made that much money, which is not a lot of money. Like, let's be clear. This is somebody that came from making a decent amount of money, and I knew what my money was going to be to basically being an entrepreneur. That was very, very stressful. So that first year was like grind, like everything. My second year, I did a lot better. My third year was like, all right, cool. The Lord is looking out. I'm living in my purpose. But be clear, by my third year, I had let go of all those other things. So I wasn't selling cars. I wasn't repairing credit.
You didn't even tell them about the selling cars. You needed a Volkswagen. You could call her too.
I had them. I had everything. Yeah, Toyotas. You know I'm Nigerian, child. We stay with a Toyota.
I ain't even about to do it on the camera because I ain't even about to do it. I want to do it.
But by year 3, I had made money. And I was like, all right, God, I could do this.
Yeah.
But that didn't come without challenges. Your family is like, get a job. You struggling. Like,
showing you other people in the industry. You should do what they doing.
Man, why you not selling commercial real estate?
Why you not
selling luxury real estate?
I mean,
And the same folks that give you that same advice wouldn't use you
to help you make some money.
But not even that. If they had $1 million home, they wouldn't even be trying to use you because they wouldn't, to your point, experience.
They wouldn't
think that you could handle it.
And real estate, it was not founded by us. So
yeah, it ain't a FUBU. But we've done a long way.
We've come a long
So
way.
here we are, Lord. Year 6. Oh, 7. We thank God. We've been 6 figures ever since, man.
Ooh, not 6 figures.
Just put it out there.
What's a corner?
IRS, I make no money.
I don't even know what she's talking about. I don't even. You make money doing this month, this year?
Not this year or last year. I didn't make nothing. But I sold enough houses.
So
my business has grown.
It has grown.
Every year you make more money. You do better for yourself. You get more book of business. So that has been my journey.
Yeah.
What about you? And so I guess, but I typically now work with investors, commercial clients, and people that I like to call transplants, people that are leaving Illinois, coming over to Indiana. Although I'm licensed in both states, most of my business is in Indiana. Well, I guess I'm 50-50, but a lot of people rely on me because I did a lot of heavy marketing with coming to Indiana. So it's kind of my bread and butter, man. And this year I've just been doing commercial, and it's been really great.
It really has been. I sent you some people.
You did.
I'm a believer in, if it's not my cup of tea or if it's not my expertise, I don't mind go ahead and share. And I feel like you make more money that way. That's why people need assistance and things of that nature. I'm not greedy at all, you know. But it was so funny because I did send her a client looking for something, and she came back and she was like, you know, I'm licensed in Illinois. She's licensed in both. So she was like, well, they're selling their house in Illinois. Well, guess what, Mike? The terms have changed.
Yeah.
Things have changed because I'm about making some money too. You know what I'm saying? We paid. This is number one. So, but yeah.
Yeah. What about your journey?
Well, so my journey, like I told you, I worked a full-time job at first. So it was a bit slow. I used to be in the back of Nordstrom on my laptop, you know, trying to submit offers and schedule showings and act like, you know, the houses maybe weren't available to show at the time I was at work. So, but I was grinding. It was like a natural grind. My first year of real estate, I was at Caldwell Banker. I didn't make any money. I used to go there and I would do cold calling all the time. And just hoping, you know, because it's Caldwell Banker. Like when people, 90% of real estate starts online. So when people start looking online to think about buying a home, they go to the internet. Like that is what we do now. And so Caldwell Banker, you know, is a well-known brokerage. And I remember my first deal, and it was just, man, it was at the end of the year by the time I got that check, it was like $3,000. So it wasn't much at all. I've been to several different brokerages. I went to another brokerage, very, very well-known brokerage, and we'll have the owner of that brokerage over here because it is black-owned, and I'm big on that. So I went there, and you know, I learned what I can learn, and I think that's what real estate is. But my potential wasn't being seen, and it wasn't being fulfilled. You know?
Said they was playing with you
in my face. You hear me? So
they didn't see what they had right in front of them.
They did not see what they had. So I ended up doing a deal with this guy named Cornell, and Cornell is great. And he was at the point in his real estate career where he decided that, you know, he was more on the investment side. So we did a deal, it was successful, and he told me, hey, I'm just going to refer you my clients, because he was thoroughly impressed with my, you know, my business acumen or whatever. So closed the deal, and I would do those referrals, and, you know, we had to go back and renegotiate that split too, because when you're hungry,
you take anything.
Yeah, 50% is better than no percent. So that's what it is. And that's something that I think realtors and people who think about getting into real estate now, they don't really understand the crawl before you walk.
Baby, that crawl before you walk is very important.
I was someone's assistant. I was a showing assistant.
I show houses for free.
I showed them for free. Now we pay them for gas, you know, because in real estate, for real, I don't get paid until you get your keys. But before then, I'm driving you to houses. I'm doing CMAs. I'm answering your phone calls. I'm answering your dad's questions, your mom's questions, your godparents' questions, and everybody else's questions that are not going on the loan.
The spouse, the significant other that's not on the loan.
The significant other that y'all don't share name, no shade, but you know, we always tell people do not go on the loan together, because somebody should always be free unless y'all need to break free. So that was that. I ended up in Premier through the guy, because he told me that he thought I would be a good fit with the broker owner over there. And I went over there. My first year I made top producer. So I literally sold.
So tell us what top producer is, because people may not know what that means.
Well, it's an accolade with Chicago Association of Realtors based off units sold. And
first of all, don't minimize this. Okay.
It was a big deal. It
Thank
was
you.
absolutely a big deal. It was what I needed in order to leave my job. It's what I had in the meeting when I sat down and met with Kassan. I said, hey, I want to pay off my debt. I want to make top producer, and I want to flip a home. These were my goals. And I achieved every last one of those. I flipped multiple homes since then. So, and top producer was great. It put me out there. It was what I needed to like really let people know, like, y'all thought I was playing, you know, like I could do this. I definitely, and I'm good at doing it. So, that was a great year. Every one of my transactions were definitely single family homes. I was fortunate enough. I was helping, a young brother. He was new to investing, and he had a mentor, and he introduced me to him, and he was starting a investment group. And I was able to get with them, and you know, just being accountable in real estate is very, very key. Answering your phone, responding to emails timely. It did a good thing. So that opened up doors for me. So with that being said, I ended up having some investors, and when you have steady business, that is the way to make your money in real estate. And I always tell people, in order to be successful in real estate, it's not selling real estate forever. I'm never trying to be out here with gray hair selling real estate. Yeah. No shade. But I want to make my money selling real estate and then invest in real estate, which is what I've been doing. So this year, I feel like in the market itself for
how would you say the market? How's the market?
The market is trash. The interest rates are very, very high, and it is deterring a lot of our buyers from purchasing. And since the home prices have stayed, they leveled out. They stayed the same. They didn't plummet. It's like they can't afford to buy our homes, and on top of that, our investors can't afford to lower the prices because the materials are too high. So. I think that people are still buying homes because I feel like as a culture, you have to be able to adapt, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So what are you going to do? Are you never going to buy a home, or are you going to figure out how to get that home? Yeah. I'm going to figure out how to get the home type of person.
Yeah, and I think my perspective on the market is it just is what it is. I feel like people have really honestly been kind of like spoon-fed on the pandemic. Rates were low. People were paying $20,000. But
10, 15 years ago.
And when you bought your first house,
it was like 6.5%.
Correct.
On an adjustable rate for a condo.
And most people used to pay the rates that we have now prior to, when I first got, I'll put it to you like this. When I first got in real estate 6 years ago, when clients told me that they were at a 5.5%, 6.5%, I was coached to tell them that was great. That's good. Okay, but now it's about affordability. I think people get away from that. Like, yes, your cousin bought a house in the pandemic and their rate was 2.5%, and they paid $20,000 over, and they wrote a letter and they did all these things. But that's not today.
It's not
the
today.
Price. What did our good friend say?
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
The price has gone up.
The price has gone up.
So the price has gone up. Everybody got to make money, right? So if we think about it and this is what we want people to think about it like this. Why would somebody give you money for free?
Yeah, it's not for free.
If somebody, the only people that can borrow money from you is your family, and you still be like, if I'm gonna give you 100, you at least got to give me 110 back.
I'm not messing with family like that.
Well, I mean, just throwing it out there. I don't really believe in that motto, but
I'm just saying,
if somebody borrows money from you,
nothing is free. Essentially,
nothing is free. You can't just borrow 100 and give 100 back 30 years from now. That doesn't make sense. Hell, chicken wings are too damn expensive.
We're not gonna talk about them eggs.
Grapes.
Anything. I think that the market is going to take some readjusting.
Yeah.
Did I readjust that? It's going to take some readjusting for people to get, it is what it is. This is what it is. The rates will come down. Real estate is a up and down market. It's ebbs and flows. When the rates drop, as long as you have not purchased out of your your comfort zone, then you refi, and then it just goes down. I was telling my mom the other day because she said everybody was calling her because she has equity in her home, and she's like, Teeny, what should I do? Da 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 da. And I said, you're gonna lose your interest rate, if you refi. And she was like, I don't want to lose that 2.5 because that 2.5
that's sweet. That's free
Bitcoin right now.
That's free.
I'm purchasing a home, another one right now, and I'm not happy about my interest, but I'm happy about my master suite. You got to decide what it is.
Come on, somebody.
You know, you got to decide what it is you want.
You better be happy about your multiple bathrooms.
Yeah, because I don't want my children in my bathroom anymore.
Period.
Ever.
So yeah, I mean, the market is what it is. People are still buying.
Still buying.
Rentals are more expensive. So it's just so funny to me that people will will qualify for a rental. And this is no shade to renters.
It's not, because y'all know a lot of real estate brokers do not own their home.
Correct.
Like they don't.
So that's the other thing. They're lying.
Yeah.
So, what are we using? Capping.
They're
lying. You're not telling the truth, and they out here renting.
Home ownership is the goal for all, including
but it's not
the realtor.
For everyone, right? Everybody can't do it all the time because of seasons.
Don't get me started on that landlord being everybody want a building.
She was a landlord for 6 months.
6 months, because it is a asset if you take care of it. It's a liability if you can't. I got that first heat bill and I was like,
yeah.
No, it's not for me. The heat bill, it definitely, I'm going to say this. If when I purchase another building, everybody will have their separate utilities, because it was just a bit much. And as soon as I closed, one of my tenants told me, right, it was a mice in there, and then she moved out. So now I've got a vacancy and it's more money. So you have to be prepared for that. And I think right now people are just like, I want to buy a building. I want to build on you.
And the multi-unit space is very expensive.
And it's not.
And I think they have to, I think the sellers have to adjust.
They definitely got to adjust.
If a unit is $400,000 and their mortgage is $4,000, but you only have 2 units.
You got to make it make sense. It's not making sense.
You're not making no money, bro.
How can we sell it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you price it at the top with these interest rates, now the buyers, if they've got an educated realtor like myself and Jessica, you're not going to make
anything
a profit.
You're just having a building to say that you're a landlord, and you're simply
that you got to pay taxes on.
Yeah. And what if your tenant
quick scheme
does not pay their rent?
And it can happen.
It does happen all day long.
And I want to say this. I want y'all to hear me. It is not a get rich quick. If you can make $1,500 net on your building,
that's great.
Good. That should be paying your mortgage where you live, or part of it, or a car note or something. But you're not going to buy this building and have $10,000. First of all, your down payment, you're not even making any money until you make your down payment back. Let's start there.
Tell it on the mountain.
Payment is $30,000. You're in the red until you make that back. And if you're only clearing $1,400 or $1,500 a month, you're not making your money back for 2 months. You just put a savings account. So it's not a get rich quick scheme. It's for the long term. You get this building, you pay into it, you keep it up, and then when you're ready to go to the Maldives and just do nothing forever, you go ahead and sell your real estate portfolio. That's the plan. That is the plan.
This is why we paid and not popular.
You understand?
Because nobody tells people that stuff.
No, they tell
everybody advertises like, oh, you can be a landlord, be a landlord. When Jessica buy a building, y'all ain't gonna know I'm the landlord
at all. That's the way to go. Don't call me and ask me for anything.
I'm not. I'm the property manager. If that. I'm just the assistant. They hired me from TaskRabbit.
That's pretty much what you have to do, because other than that, you'll drive yourself a little bit crazy. So I.
So what do you love about this business?
I love the freedom of it. I love being able to make my own hours. I love helping people. I love helping people obtain a little bit of something of their own. I love when they're excited, when they get their keys. I really do. I love the meetings at Cooper's Hall.
I only toast to money, so I'm going to say we be toasting to money.
Wealth. Health and wealth.
Health and wealth. Yeah, I love those too. Those are pretty great. I love the meetings.
I definitely love the meetings at Cooper's Hall. But yeah, I did not have a dream to be an entrepreneur. So that's not, that was not my dream. I went to school, I went to college. I'm a work for what I want type of girl. Simple as that. So what I love is the lifestyle that it has allowed me to live. And I get that that's what a lot of people want to do it for. Yeah. But you got to understand the struggle that it takes to get there, and you got to do it the right way. So
yeah. I mean, I think the lifestyle is what people glamorize the most.
Yeah.
But it's dirty. Like it's very, very, like we work. For example,
windows.
Yeah, we've crawled through windows
to get in houses.
My sister tells me constantly, I was about to answer a call when I was in the shower, and she was like, "If you don't get out of that shower and answer that phone, get ready for your day. call those people back.
Yeah.
And so it's a business that we love because we are. I don't want to say that I chase. I chase money.
No.
But I chase the freedom.
However you need to put it, but that's definitely, I think that happens with everybody. My sisters used to be the same. We're at dinner. Do you have to answer that? Yeah, because I really want to get this house under contract. I want to get this, I want to move on. I want to succeed.
But we also have to chase boundaries.
I definitely
in
chase
this business,
boundaries.
And I think that comes with your journey. I don't think you can be talking about my hours are 9 to 5 during your first year of real estate.
It's realistic. It's great if you feel like you can come in and do that, but normally, no. This is a hustle business, and when anybody, y'all know what a hustler do? A hustler is on all night long. It doesn't even matter. So, if you hustling, you grinding. It's when you make the time and you've made you've planted the seeds, and then you can go on your vacation and you can tell your clients, hey, I'm gonna be on vacation. I will check my emails. This is my script. I will check my emails in the morning between 8 and 11 because after that I'll be drunk.
Right.
And I do this every day. Yeah. And if it's an emergency, let me know. So, and you make provisions because self-care. We can't sell real estate if we're sick or tired, or dead.
And I mean, I think as you grow your business, you
learn.
Get the opportunity to do that. But personally, some of these new agents, and it's shady, and I'm gonna tell y'all don't want to work.
Yeah, because like I said,
I work. I was working.
A showing agent. I didn't care,
Yeah, but some of y'all don't want to work. Y'all don't want to make no money. Cause y'all just want to see the money right away. And that's
I tell new agents, go show my houses and go live and build up on your social media because that's the era that we live in, right? You have to market on social media. Everybody's on social media. This is what I don't even want to say you have to do it because I promise you it's some for real making money agents out here that just they don't do half the things that you have to do. Like they don't do any of it. But that's neither here nor there. This is what you need to do.
Yeah, I mean that's what has allowed us to do what we need to do.
Yeah.
So you can follow our blueprint, or you can create your own.
Continue to watch HGTV. I don't know what to tell you.
One of the two.
And see what happens.
So I know we talked a lot about our journeys to real estate.
How it's been.
And
how everybody seems to kind of maybe want to do it, which is great.
We welcome you. We welcome you to the industry.
Yeah, because I want to retire.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm looking for an assistant.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some tips you have for the people today?
If you're going to, you're interested in getting into real estate, I'm going to tell you to obviously, number one, do your research.
For sure.
Do your research, sit down, have some meetings with different brokerages, kind of get a feel of things. I like small brokerages myself because I'm a hands-on type of person.
Yeah.
I would say too, keep your blinders on. Try to keep the noise out and just stay focused on what it is that you're focused on. Get you some goals and start out small. People think that goals have to be these huge things, but if you make small goals and once you achieve 1, 2, 3, it motivates you to do something else. And use Exam Smart for that test. It allowed me to pass first chance. Just get it. Just do it.
Yeah. I think I would say my 2 tips are 1, be very clear about why you're getting into the business and how much money this business is actually going to cost you.
Yeah.
So budget for it. I think budgeting for real estate is extremely important. How much money do you need to make in 1 month to sustain yourself? And I would honestly go as far as to say people should think about it 3 months. Like, can I be in real estate for 3 months, and what does it cost me, and what does that look like on the other end? And I'm a big fan of Google. Like I said, I Googled how to be a realtor, and I tell people think it's actually a pet peeve of my sister's, but
it is.
Yeah, people hate it when I say to Google it, but that's literally how I live my life. I look it up. I look it up for myself. So do your research is my next tip. Do your research, whatever that looks like for you. If it's meeting with realtors, if it's meeting with different brokerages, testing out the large brokerages versus the small. I also am a fan of small brokerages, small to medium, because Premier Midwest Realty is not a small brokerage, boo. We are a boutique, Black-owned establishment, top producing agents. And so we are medium in size, but we are a boutique company.
And we produce investors. Let's just say that.
And that is what we do there. So find the brokerage that works for you and your learning type. I do want to end with we love the Lord, y'all. Y'all gonna know that and y'all gonna hear that. So I would like to end with Proverbs 1:7.
Okay.
I kind of know about heart, but I don't want to mess it up. But the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. And fools despise wisdom and instruction. It's one of the things that keeps me grounded all the time, because if you don't fear God, child, who you gonna fear? If you don't listen to the Lord, who you gonna listen to? If you don't listen to wise instruction, people that have done it before you, who you gonna listen to?
Yeah.
So that is the scripture for the day.
I like it a lot.
Make sure that you follow us
and
subscribe,
tune
in, tag us when you're watching it and all that good stuff. We are Paid, not popular. INC on Instagram.
Peace.
Peace.